Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese will begin his 4-day state visit to China today. This makes Albanese the first Australian Prime Minister to visit China in the last 7 years. Albanese will first visit China's financial hub, Shanghai, and then Beijing, where he will meet President Xi Jinping. Speaking ahead of his visit to China in Darwin, Albanese said it is a positive thing and talked about constructive dialogues and discussions with China's Xi Jinping and Li Keqiang.
I think that the visit in itself is a very positive thing. It's a result of the patient, calibrated and deliberate approach that we have to the relationship with China. And the fact that it's the first visit in 7 years to our major trading partner is a very positive step, and I look forward to constructive discussions and dialogue with President Xi and Premier Li during my visit to Shanghai and Beijing.
Talking about the trade between China and Australia, according to the data released by Australian government, Australia's annual exports to China are currently valued at $125 billion, while in 2016 the value of annual exports stood at $71 billion. In 2016, Xi Jinping held 2 key meetings with Australian Prime Minister at the time. However, Beijing later severed ties with Canberra. In order to achieve stable ties between China and Australia, Albanese maintains his position, making no concessions with Beijing. The Australian Prime Minister said he will rake up the plight of detained democracy blogger Yang Hengjun with Chinese leaders during his visit. Yang has been detained in China since 2019.
I'll be saying that Dr. Young's case needs to be resolved, and I'll be speaking about his human rights, the nature of the detention and the failure to have transparent processes. Just as we stood up, I've raised this issue before. We will always raise the issues of Australian citizens when we meet with international leaders. That is something that we do consistently, and I will do it again in a way that is aimed at achieving an outcome in the interests of Dr. Young and his family.